I'm exposed, laid out my secret. My heart doesn't stand a chance. I've always loved you, ever since the day we shared the same air. I've always loved you, ever since the day we shared the same air. Right there in front of you, I've been right there waiting on you to see the sign and recognize what the rest of your life looks like, looks like. What the rest of your life looks right there in front of you. I've been right there waiting on you to see the sign and recognize what the rest of your life looks like. What the rest of your life looks like.
I see your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space. And even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place than here with you now, here with you now. Here with you now. here with you. See your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place. Here with you now, here with you now. Here with you now. Here with you. Rather be no other place than here with you now. Place than here with you. I see your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place. Here with you now, here with you now. Those nights when we were younger and we would never sleep. So let's forget about tomorrow and live for tonight while we're free. Touch the sky. Tonight we're coming alive. Touch the sky. Tonight we're coming alive. From the dust we will awaken, and life will fill our veins. are the moments that we live for. I can't keep it inside of me. And our hands will touch the sky. Tonight we're coming alive. And our hands will touch the sky. Tonight we're coming alive. try to forget that you were here. Some part of me wants to disappear with you. My soul and all that I could afford. It's only gonna fall into what you explore.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Salford Esports CSGO Tryouts. We'll be casting. We have many players participating today, but this will be the upper tier, the upper echelon of players. I'm Novi, Production Secretary, and I'm joined by the fabulous Raptos.
You have got it exactly right.
Hell yeah. Alright, I'm terrible with names. How you doing, my dude?
I'm doing alright. I'm too excited to see what you guys, what CSGO talent that you guys have. Of course, I'm not actually from Salford University. I'm from the University of Derby, so I'm guest commentating on this broadcast here.
Yeah, don't be excited. In before, right? There'll probably be some memes, maybe some good CS. We'll see. I'm flaming them already, and they haven't even started properly yet. You are slightly ahead. I've just loaded in. So, have they had the knife round? Are we live?
They have had the knife round. Actually, getting started for the first pistol of the game. We've got Team Honda that is currently on the CT side. We'll actually see a quick boost up in towards mid there as Supreme tries to get himself up into the edge, but I think he was getting a little bit blocked there by his teammate. They try to get mid control for the start of the T round. There we go. There goes. I completely forgot the guy with the freaking what the Japanese characters was. Oh my god, this has gone horribly wrong already.
That is right, my dude, and it leaves Pixel left in a 1 vs 5. Nice shot there, taking down Aaron. One of the high-ranked players on that team, Supreme holding, but it's going to be super hard for him to do it. He may as well go for it at this point. But the swift one tap by Dirt takes him out. That'll be the round for the T side. Pretty smooth stuff. Sort of open up again that double dink onto Raiho when he jumps down from boost. Seeing if CT should force buy in this scenario, which they are doing. The Mac 10 rush. This should be interesting. Reminds me of Vegas Squadron a lot.
Yeah, exactly. They'll actually go for a spread sort of default in this sort of situation. You got a lot of utility on Panda here. He tries to flash himself into B main. Not going to find anyone holding there. Quick push into mid now. Mid garage from CT's discount pro player. Trying to tap away with that 5-7, but we'll actually try to repick this one. Gets the 3 right in the head. You got to trade it out though.
Those Mac 10s are generating them a lot of cash. Good for farming the enemy CTs, but CTs are doing quite a lot of work so far. Vrazzy went out of Riot and is left a Pixel with the Mag 7 of all weapons, 20 HP, and he might be about to go down. I thought that was a frag grenade for a second. I was like, he's definitely going to go down there, but he's going to push around. Oh, what a shot! He's on Dirt, and there's the HE grenade taking out Pixel, but he'll be happy with that. That's money in the bank, that is. Sitting the highest on his team with 2.8k. That is probably save coming out, maybe a couple pistols buying, but the correct decision is usually to eco this, and then by next round, SMG still being kept by Supreme and Aaron, which is a smart move. No.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you know the other team is on an eco or upgraded pistols at worst, it's usually best. If you think they have no armor, just keep hold of those SMGs, just farm up a little bit more cash. As again, an aggressive push into Garage from the CT side. Ryu is just going to get himself mowed down with the Mac 10 as a result of that attempted push, but this is an eco, so there's not really that much on the line here as these players will peak one by one.
Two players from the T side, I was about to say have been dinked so very low, but it looks like nothing else is going to come out of it. Discount pro player, the only person left for the CT side. Whiffs a few shots, but it looks like he's okay now. There's so many headshots being hit, but USPs don't have that one tap potential. Unfortunate, but will have the money to buy into this round.
Interesting thing to note though. No one on the CT side is able to get open armor, so actually the scout will come out for Ryo and getting the armor full utility as well. So no warp here in the first gun round for the CT side.
Also, something interesting to keep an eye on is the fact that Punda and Sammy's don't have head armor, and although the rest of AKs, which is fine, Panda is still sitting with that UMP. Punda did that smoke, it looks like a little too deep, unless he intended for that angle, but that's usually only for AWPers. Aaron taking engagement onto the scout player. Ryo doesn't manage to get a shot back just yet. A lot of aggression shown mid from the T side. Flash coming out. Oh, what a shot! Lovely headshot to Razzie. He's going to be mad with that one. Nice shot, respect given. But Aaron, after taking a shot with the scout, so he's taking quite a bit of damage, does eventually trade him, but that's more beneficial for the CTs at this point. But Dirt is just going to open it up onto Sammy's. Pixels left on his own to the B side. He peeks around, finds a headshot. Dirt will go down 3 versus 3, and this is looking kind of favourable actually for the CTs.
It is. They've got no on mid though, so the T's can actually exploit that particular fact as they still got 2 on this A site despite the T's heading themselves towards the B side of things. Only Pixel here to try and defend the sites here. Get Supreme down, but he's going to get double peek potentially here. Careful there as the player will wrap around headshot. The thing is, Aaron is there waiting for the peek. So this is bomb pan at least right now for the T side. Ponda very, very close in that CT angle, though. We'll spot the player under. There we go, final player on site. And Ponda manages to get the 2K to get the CT's first round on the board.
And Punda's, as he said, first round on the board, completed by Punda. We call him the captain. I don't know what the roles are, but Punda's team is now on the board, 1 round down. But there's money in the bank for the terrorists. Seeing pretty Panda in this 9K, so we might finally start to see some AWPs. Yes, we will drop for Vrazzy. The other player's not choosing to pick it up, and we'll see full utility across the board. CTs did take quite a lot of casualties in that round. Pixel with a monster hold onto that B, almost picking up 3 kills on that site. Very close. Will be the FAMAS and the MP9. Lots of utility coming out as well. Vrazzy, though, going for that early peek. Nothing comes of it. CTs are starting to push up though. That's Sammy's on the minimap, pushed up so close, but Aaron sees him first, jumps over. Pixel doesn't manage to trade him off. Just taken down, and Aaron with a quick 2k open things up into this round.
Yeah, B-side open for business now and actually push this CT smoke. This can be such a dire position for any CTs that are rotating back to try and retake B, but I think either they're completely unaware of those entries on B or they're just going to decide to save almost immediately even before the bomb has been planted.
Yeah, they know they'll get a pretty hard or I'd say semi-resetted. Basically, it destroys their economy at this point because they'll be on the first round loss bonus, and there's not a lot of money apart from on Punda available to rebuy, so they're choosing to save, which I can completely understand and agree with that decision. Going to the next round, if they could have positioned a bit better to try and get exit frags, but speaking of exit frags, it looks like there's a CT player, T-side player pushing up. Brazzy, bit of contact, but Punda gets saved by Raiho at the last moment. The T's are definitely hunting for us. They know they've got the economy. Panda finds Punda. That'll be one gun down. But this is actually... Ooh, I was about to say it was beneficial for the CTs, but actually trade a bit even Raiho with a nice pickup at the end of that. That was a costly hold at the end. Although they did manage to dent the T-side economy, it really wasn't worth them peeking and trying to challenge for those kills.
Thing is, the T side know that was still, with the amount of players lost on their first gun round win, that they'll still be on pretty low cash after they bought the rifles up again. So it's definitely very much worth hunting those final few CT players, especially if your economy on the T side is still relatively decent. You know you can get AK armor utility in the next round. Quick boost up though for Aaron. Tries to spot out the angle on white box, says Raiho. Currently holding this position right now. Not going to see anyone just yet as he'll fall back up a highway.
Nothing comes of it. CT's a low economy at the moment. Very costly last round after making a decision early to save. We'll see if that will come to bite him. Aaron pushes round. Somehow managed to survive that and gets the kill, but only on 7 HP. Now open things up. The T side moving towards A site. They sort of split these CTs up on a pincer sort of action going on. Discount pro player gets taken down. Sammy's Brazzy. Punda tries to hold. Doesn't quite manage to get that spray down, and Sammy's is left in a 1 versus 4 situation. Plays so low HP. 7 for Aaron and 6 for Panda. Sammy's opting to save that AWP. Correct decision there. It's so unfortunate that they didn't manage to convert those sprays earlier on. Round could have been very different.
Yeah, Sammy's also no armor, so there's no kit, no armor, no chance really of trying to retake. Sale, you'll just decide to save that into the next round, but very, very good start to this half for that T side. They get the entry kills, and it's not really executes that we're seeing onto the site. It's just individual plays just opening up these sites by pure aim, and let's see if the CTs will figure out how to counter that sort of playstyle.
Certainly so. It will be interesting to see once CTs actually have a decent economy built up, but it looks like it won't be this round either. They could force up around this AWP, but again, even if they win that round, then their economy is not going to be that great afterwards, especially if they lose a lot of players. It might just be worth trying to go for pistols, buy down to something like 2k or the nearest 1,000, and then, which is what they're doing, buying P250s around this AWP. Seeing if the P250s can do anything, and if they start dying, don't get those early frags, get the kills, and they'll just fade away and leave Sammy's to save the AWP in the next round. Punda going for a rush into Squeaky, closed door behind him, and he's pushed up quite aggressively, and he did it so fast, the T's won't be aware of his positioning.
It's more of a CT stack towards B as well, so Honda, the only player that's actually even vaguely near this A site, and well, it's going to come out and decide to share. That's not going to be. Oh, there's Panda. Sammy's going down to the hand of his AK. Panda will actually start to refrag. Well, maybe with that. Was that decoy that he just threw? Because I didn't hear that one flash, but so maybe a flake flash coming in there, and decided not to end up peeking into that one, as the Panda will go down on towards A. But look at where the CT player is, but he gets spotted out by Aaron.
As I said, the CT's probably unlikely to win this round, but Raiho is trapped. He needs to get out of that position. That AWP. Ooh, or you can just kill Panda, and that's a free AK you can pick up. Which
yes, it is.
So this is actually a pretty beneficial round, actually, for the CTs.
Yeah, it is. they've still got that AWP. They've still got the AK-47 as well. Pixel, he's still got his P250. And not going to be able to do it. That discount pro player, Aaron, gets punished for the peak there. And 3v3, of course, no, still no chance for the CTs. But the thing is, they have that economy save. They have the AWP. They have an AK to bring into the next round for their next full buy.
And we might finally see another full gun round. M4 is being bought. So quick look at the scoreboard at the moment. You got Aaron, who's smurfing at the moment, 12 kills on the T side, and then on the other side of the map you have Raiho on 5. Team even, pretty evenly spread. Definitely going to make something happen so far. But to be fair, even though Aaron's got a lot of kills, has been pretty close spray downs. It's been kind of unfortunate that he hasn't actually died, surviving 7 or 8 HP a time. Punda gets a little bit crispy there, gets caught with a lovely first shot by Supreme. Discount pro player tries to reply, goes to the double peek and it doesn't quite work out, and then finds the complete open at this side. This CT side has been shut down.
Absolutely, there's absolutely nothing you can do when you get those the entry flags like that. It's just complete domination on that A site, and once again, the CT players will have to save Pixel on 0 cash. You'll save the M4 and the head armor as well. Sammys will have to back off of this as well. So this is looking pretty dire for Ponder's side right now, and they have to figure out how to get back into it. They will have a very, very substantial loss bonus. It's the 4th round in a row that they've lost once this one goes by. Pixel manages to pick himself up a couple of kills and an AK for his troubles as well. So attempting to keep the T-side economy in check as the Val goes rages on the other side of the map from the order director. Sammy will manage to get a kill, but he'll get traded out. So only 1 AK saved.
1 AK saved, but as you said, a lot. Very high loss bonus at this point in time. After this round, if they lose this, it will be max loss bonus as well. So I have to start winning rounds pretty soon. Again, Aaron, although he's fragging really high, you've got to say that this CT side is making mistakes, not fully completing sprays properly, and it is costing them quite dearly. They're losing early players, but Aaron just goes for these early picks and gets away with it. The thing is, that was a very long spray. It took him a long time to get that kill, and these guys just need to get on those frags and start actually refragging, shut that player down. Maybe they might be able to get back into that CT half. That being said, most teams I find on cash, because of the puggy nature, actually play better on the T side, but Punda, beautiful opening kill. Smunda, the nickname. 3 versus 4 though, and it looks like they will be trying to go for this retake. Oh my god, what a lovely shot by Punda! He just wanted to do it with style. Sammy's does fall down to Panda though. 2 versus 3. It looks like they might be going for it, at least seeing if they can find a frag from somewhere. Flash comes out. Panda does manage to look away. Panda is waiting. Knows that the AWP is around it. It looks like that'll be the round for now, but CT's at least breathing a little bit of life into some of their players, but Panda is going aggressively for this pick. Gets tagged. Oh, so unfortunate by Panda. Really stepped up this round, but that will be the AWP saved over, going into the 9th round.
I do kind of want to talk about Aaron's pick as Supreme will clean up, so no weapon saved until the next round for the CTs, but that early mid presence there from Aaron up over the boost, I think that molly was actually a little bit late, so he's still able to find the path through it and get that first pick into mid, so that's a little bit of an error, so he has to use just a fraction of a second earlier to stop him from getting up there in the first place.
Certainly so. Double AWPs out for the T side, unusual. Frazzy and Sam, we haven't seen much AWPing prowess on the T side, but they haven't had to, and Aaron's just opening things up left, right, and center. Pistols in hand, max loss bonus as well. This is kind of a must-lead round, but no frags are being found to go down. They can see it. Discount pro player goes, ooh, whiffs the shot, but does eventually get it. 3 versus 3, and this is doable. Not easy, but certainly a bit better. AK is picked up for Sammy's, and there should be another gun around somewhere, the AWP. Raiho gets taken out from the mid by Aaron. Discount pro player. I think they're trying to look for that AWP, which was on boost.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron just open. He's just getting kills like all over the shop.
Yeah, exactly. He did mention it. It just basically looks like he's smurfing against these guys right now. Discount pro player, a Molotov and a 5-7. We'll actually pick up a flashbang as well, so any economy is useful, but Supreme gonna even deny him saving a couple of bits of utility. That's how dominant these guys are right now.
Seeing some adaptation though, double AWP setup, Punda and Sammy's, and force coming out for the rest of them. And pretty much full utility as well. They just need to stop this aggression mid. Either play around it, use utility to try and slow them down, or remove this boosting ability for Aaron. Or try and actually convert sprays, maybe?
Oh!
Punda going absolutely massive. Dirt does manage to land a reply kill onto Discount Pro player, but looks like we might actually have a fair fight on our hands unless Punda steps out right into the open, shuts down immediately what I was saying, but Ryo's having none of it. Chooses to reload rather than committing, doesn't know exactly where Supreme was, but Supreme finds Ryo with a grenade in his hand. And that looks like it might be the round. CT's starting to warm up, but it's still just not enough to convert these rounds.
Yep, exactly. Pixel coming up from the truck side, though. Aaron's playing very, very close indeed, but it gets his face deleted by that A1S. Both CT players deciding to come out of the truck position. There's Pixel very, very close to Red now, jumping up top. He can kill the side player here, but gets traded out there by Dirt. Sammy's now. Oh, just a slither of the player at quad. Flash will come out now for for Dirt. Sammy's trying to creep around the box, trying to find an angle. It'll have to be a no-scope or a pistol play here from Sammy's. Gets the dink, but they're still fighting as that bomb ticks away. Sammy's trying to find out which way he's going to come, but Sammy's, he'll actually get the defuse here as well. 5 seconds, he got a kit.
That was the most UKCS thing I've ever seen in my entire life. My God, some brilliant playing. Some not so brilliant play. That's how I worded that. But finally, CT's put a second round on the board, and this is probably, I'd say, the most important round of the half. They need to convert this round, otherwise it will just be probably, most likely, a clean sweep for the rest of the half.
Yeah, I'm already suffering a little bit from Fresh's flu, and that kind of round just made it worse. I'll just be completely honest there. As Aaron, again, going for the big over boost, spawning out the player at Sandbags, bringing Ponda down very, very low. Well-placed HE grenade here. Could spell his end, but it doesn't even matter. Supreme, his aim has been on point in this game as well. So makes himself taken now by the T side, by Supreme's side. And actually, they're not going to get too aggressive here. A couple of players going to fall off back to Garage and reassess their options.
Sammy's does find a kill onto Verazi. Supreme shuts down Pixel though. 4 versus 3. Scout and Ryo's hand. It'd be nice if we could try and swap that out. But I don't know his positioning, and it looks like he's going to get caught in the open. That is something you're not going to win. Discount Pro Play did hear the player behind him. Aaron's jumping on top. He's got to realize that he saw the head, but he's not going to shoot. Oh my God, he's got 4 bullets left. Just managed to find him in time. He'll be mowed down by CZ, maybe not UKCS. Lol. Oh my God. Dirt misses the shot as well. 2 versus 2. Oh, this is so exciting, but so bad at the same time. Dirt finally started to pick things up. Sammy's versus Sam, and Dirt wins it this time. Sammy's not getting the better of him. And Pom going down just for the added BM. Oh my God, what a round.
What a round, just so chaotic, which, you know, UKCS has been stereotypically sort of, is seen that way as a little bit chaotic, and it's living up to its name here in the university scene as well. We'll see a couple of CZs come out here for the CT side. Still got that AWP on Sammy's, no armor, so glass cannon there for the 5th player on that CT side. Supreme looking for those hopeful spams through the garage door. The question up, he will. Ryo will go down, and the second will get the kill as well. Look at this Panda. He's just absolutely mopping the floor there in mid against these CT players. Sammy's AWP, 5 players. Hope in the dream. There's one. Won't get the second though. Verazi, haven't seen much of him in this game. He's just been very, very quiet indeed, and gets the final kill of that particular round. He is the lowest fragger on that CT side, but I mean, I guess you don't have to do much when your carries, your star players are just doing so much.
You don't have to. It's Team Na'Vi. That's what it is. Electronic and simple in the ways of Supreme and Aaron, just kind of pulling most of the weight. Not much they can do. CT's going for the eco, apart from just the eco and Pixel, to try and get an opening frag. I think Kerr's very close. Crosshair placement slightly higher on that one. We'll see if he can hold this B side. Working with Sammy's. Okay, he knows very well. Good teamwork on those players, but it might not be enough. Grenades flying in, and that will be Pixel very low. Tries to pick his head up, goes for the shot. Gets that's not quite a one tap, Aaron, but not too bad. Man, fine too. Oh my god! All right, I'll give him that one. Beautiful first accuracy on that shot. And it's a 2 versus 5, and CTs looks like they're just going to play for this third round and a half.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared for my university side if Aaron's going to be playing like that. But there we go. He will see a player cross towards the triple position, and Aaron, hopefully here, picking up another frag to add to his already immense tally. We've got Ryo there, only with a USPS, so this one's going to be over relatively quickly as Aaron pushes up, or not, as it turns out.
Ooh,
he's sitting on Shroud.
On his own at the moment. There we go. He's been found. He was playing a hide and seek.
Ace as well. Huge round there for Aaron. But the thing is, I think most of the 12 rounds that we've seen from the team side have been huge rounds for Aaron, so that isn't entirely a surprise, but he's going to add an ace to his accolades here as finally, once again, the CT side will get themselves a couple of rifles. A drop going out there to Disco Pro player, looking for an AWP. There is Ponder, and that's going to mean he's a little bit late to mid, so if there's a fast play into mid, which we're seeing over the boost right now from the T side, this could spell a bit of trouble.
Bit of trouble indeed, but it looks like the CTs, because they're delayed action, not even going to contest it. Saw the smoke, was like, nah, fine, I'll back off, I'll push the B. So hopefully they communicate that over to their team. Otherwise, players on A, Punda and Raiho will be get caught out. But Punda with the first shot onto Varazi. Sammy's opening up with a grenade in combination with Pixel. Those two players working very well in tandem. Supreme managed to reply backwards. 3 versus 4 towards the B site. Very nice shot by Dirt. Opening things up. 3 versus 3. Now have the site for the T side, but they do have to get the bomb down. Bomb's moving over now. Gets caught out in the open. Discount Pro player will give that information back. He's gonna spray through. Too high. Dirt just like ducked his head. He's like, it's cool. Bullets whizzing overhead. But Raiho with the aggressive play jump straight. A beautiful double kill. Throws the weapons up in the air. Very nicely done. Raiho suddenly coming to life in the final round, exactly where it counts.
Yeah, exactly. Just caught the T players just completely off guard there with that fast playthrough, then drop down, and it's an easy shot into the back of 2 players' heads. But that was the final round of the half, so we'll head into the second half in just a couple of moments' time. And, well, now we have Ponder's team on this T side, Supreme's team on the CT side, and now if you're on Ponder's team, this is where you really need to make a count. Get this first pistol round, and you'd at least have a hope.
That's 100% correct. If they lose this pistol round, on the other hand, well, you're going to be playing for overtime, if that. But no interesting buys at all. Just Kevlar across the board. No utility. No defuse kit, though, on CTs. Often players, the support player will take fuse kit, maybe a couple flashes or a smoke, maybe if they're playing for a retake. This time they have opted out of it. So just a straight on gunfight. Frazzy playing quite close to mid. Sammy's also in that position, but it looks like they're going to dry peek this together. Wait for Raiho to get into position around Squeaky. So it looks like it'll be an AX cube. The CT's moving off the site, which will just give them the bomb site. Interesting CT tactic, and Sammy's mowed down Frazzy, and suddenly it looks like a comeback could be on the hands. Dirt shuts down that thought as fast as he possibly can. It's up to the T's now to hold this site.
It is Dirt finding the first entry. Will be responded to by Honda there as Dirt once again deleting the player at Forklift. Pixel will be the player to trade as the CTs try to get themselves onto the site now. Panda making sure quad is clear, and Raiho the only player left now to stop this defuse. Aaron will get aggressive here in A main and take him down. So dire circumstances now for Ponder's team.
So the only sort of plan they can have now is it's probably eco in this round and then buy next, which is like the standard thing on T side. Just like means they have a full gun round. If they lose this force buy, if they do choose to force up, that's it. Game's over at this point. So Punda's side, we'll see what they choose to do. They might buy down to 2k, or they're opting for a full eco. Looks like pretty much a full eco apart from P250 on Pixel. SMGs, of course, being pulled out for the CT side. Brilliant anti-eco weapons. FAMAS and M4 though on Panda. So see if these T sides, at least if they get a couple of kills, it'll make it quite a costly round, especially if they can take that M4 at the hands of Panda.
Yeah, exactly. Not much utility on this CT side either. I would have expected a couple of HE grenades maybe to come out as Verazi takes out Sammy's in mid. I would have thought a few HE grenades would be useful here if you are expecting the eco, just because those nades really do spell trouble for anyone without armor. So still a slow start to the round despite that first pick in mid for the CT side. There's actually a lot start to get aggressive here as the T's decide A site is where they want to be. Ryo on the side, and an unexpected angle for Supreme, but Supreme, that's no problem for him. He'll get those kills with the MP9. Basically, a whole lot of money just went into his bank account.
Whole lot of money, that is for certain. And I'd like to see some of these weapons being upgraded, and that's what's going to happen. They have the cash for it. Verazi would drop the MP9. He's not on that much cash. That makes sense. He's got full utility as well. He's got cash just in case. But the full AK, this is do or die for Punda's squad. Got to win this. Good. Although they've been like stomping most of these rounds, the buys from both teams have pretty much been on point. There's nothing that I haven't agreed with. But that's not gonna set this round up that well. This might be the eulogy for this T side for Punda's team, but Sammy's and Punda aren't going down without a fight. Flash goes out by CT side to try and resist the fight. What was that? Aim. That made me make a weird noise because I had no idea what happened there. But it will eventually give them the sight spraying through the CT side. It is smoked off. They need to get this bomb down. And that will open things up so well. Taking out Panda and the heaven position Punda as well. And it looks like they will have this round. It's been a very costly round at that. It's just Supreme left in a 1 versus 3 situation. Teams do not need to hunt this at all.
No, exactly. It would just be one of the dumbest decisions that you could make. Just look at the money on that T side: $950, $450, $350. Yeah, it's just not worth it to try and go and hunt. Even though the CT side will save one M4 and a kit, it's better just to keep the AKs that you have and not have to buy something like a Galil or with utility or an AK just armor in the next round. But there we go. The T's will just exit themselves out through B main. Still very paranoid that Supreme is just lurking somewhere waiting for the ninja defuse, but they will get themselves off to the side. The weapons will be saved, or at least the weapon will be saved for Supreme there. And well, this is a decision to make now. Do they just go for just a half buy in this sort of situation? They have the rounds to work with, so why just try to force and win every round when you have that buffer to work with? You don't have to panic.
Thanks.
Yeah, for sure. But T's are being forced really to full buy in this round. Utility could have been picked up by at least Pixel, opting not to. Might have just wanted to get out of spawn quickly. Not entirely sure. We're going for a fast boost up. Flash comes out as well. Ryo will be looking, sees the player, re-peeks him and gets the frag. And it looks like he...
Oh, there's going to be a counter boost into mid, and that Ryo didn't actually spot it, but finally he just noticed, gets the 3k as well. Oh my word, Ryo is actually on an ace here. He's got 4 kills in the round. Can he find the final player? Discount out in Squeaky. Supreme is, well, discount out in Squeaky. Supreme is in quad, so that is the final player that Ryo needs to kill to get his ace. But Pixel now wrapping around the side, Supreme having to watch multiple angles, and usually that spells quite a lot of death. So the T-side will actually save all 5 players here, so that will do absolute wonders for their economy. And having a look at the cash on the CT side, that one isn't too great. You've got Dirt, you've got Aaron, both on around about 2k, so they won't be able to fall by any means. So it looks like it might just be another eco coming out for the CTs.
Yeah, report Pixel stealing the ace there. Feels bad, man, for Ryo, but I'm sure it'll be fine just winning the round, staying in this game a little bit longer. You know, it might be short-lived. The CT side looks so strong. at the moment, especially with players like Supreme and Aaron. But sort of a default setup for the T's. Flash comes out by Sammy's. Goes to the peak mid, sees that nothing, will relay that information back. Punda, after pushing up B, is also falling back. So it looks like with the positioning of T players, they might try and swing it around A, but they're playing so passively at the moment. I think they're just trying to see if they can find a pick. They're not making any rash decisions. Oh, I say rash decisions, and then Pixel goes and shoots his teammate. So I take everything I just said completely back. This game is pretty ridiculous. Panda taken very low.
Yeah, down to 14 as we're still on this spread default. Finally, the CTs do have themselves a player in mid here, and it's just very, very slow from Honda's team. You don't want to be making any mistakes. A slight one with a little bit of team damage, but not a huge major mistake. As I think Honda there was just pre-firing every single angle on the way into checkers, so the CT players definitely know that something is going to be up perhaps on this B side of the map. We do have a player pushing up mid, but there we go. Aaron will get the frag on B to defend it. There we go. Ryan getting himself a kill as well. Sammy's also getting a frag of his own as well, as these players will be traded out and picked off one by one. So this is actually still pretty even, as the rest of the T players will head themselves towards B. And there's Panda. He's just been caught out there on his way back to a better angle on the B site. So the plant will come in now for the T side. And there we see, let's see what Supreme and Razi are able to do on this retake.
2 versus 2, P250s in hand. 2 versus 2, sorry, 2 versus 3. Making that 1 versus 3. Pixel shutting down the dream pretty damn quick. Supreme looks like he's seeing if any T's will push through the smoke, but none are. Showing discipline, not going too aggressive. Economy's in a good state, but you just don't want to be handing over any AKs, any possibility, any opportunity at all for the CTs to pull back around and upset. But they'll shut him down. Very nicely done by the T side. T side seems a bit easier for teams when they're sort of thrown together on cash. I think it's with the calling for rotations and utility usage. Takes a little more coordination, really. But AWP coming out for Punda, looking... The AWP, he's looked fantastic. It's just on these rifles he's really struggling. See if he can open something up with the team. He will get peeked. Oh. Misses a shot, but shot missed on both chances. Does manage to get the headshot. Takes down Variety, beats him in the 1v1. AWP. Right, will get, just a second, tries to back out after getting the kill. Doesn't quite make it. Supreme contesting Pixel. Punda pushing up. Yet do they know that the B site is actually free. Come on, my dudes. Walk in. Plant, please. Do something.
We're begging you. Honda still waiting for any aggression out heaven. Will actually get the re-smoke down on towards CT, and finally they decide to edge their way onto the site. But I have to question the play from Verassi early on in the round, re-peeking into the AWP without any utility, any flashbangs to flash the AWP off the angle. It's a very risky decision, and you have to have 100% confidence in your aim and your one-tap ability to do that, and most people don't. So a little bit of an error.
Discount pro player needs to be aware of this angle behind him. Panda holding on. It looks like the CTs are choosing to, I was about to say save it, but it looks like they're just looking for exit frags. T's have plenty of money at this point, but the AWP would be a very costly thing to lose, and it looks like that might be about to happen. Panda doesn't matter replying to Panda. They know Panda was there, but they're just running into him, and this might be a really costly round. AWP was picked up. Sammy's goes for it. Doesn't quite convert, and although they have the money, they might have just given that AWP straight to the CT side, which isn't what you want to do.
No, it isn't. And of course, the CT side actually doing a lot of what Astralis was doing when they were losing rounds while they were a million rounds ahead is just don't even take the 3v3 retake. You just sit there, just save your weaponry, and just look for the advantage in the next round. As we'll see up another buy come out here for the CT side. A little bit of maybe communication buying issues there in T-spawn from Honda's side.
I think Sammy's bought a P90 by accident.
Whoops.
So they were trying to change weapons. Oh, Punda does survive there. Doesn't manage to get any reply. Shots in reply off. Utility thrown down. He saw Variety. Yeah, he does. Tries to go for the aim. Punda. Big oof, my dude. But Sammy's Sammy's replies nicely. Aaron, though, with the boost, sprays into Squeaky in this. This is not looking good for the T side.
It isn't. 4v3 gets brought down to a 4v2 by Aaron once again. Sammy's with the CWP has already hit a pretty good shot so far this round, but more is needed as Panda will take Ryo's head off there in a Squeaky position. And now the bomb has also been lost here just outside Squeaky. As Sammy's again another pretty good AWP shot. Panda just creeping up the catwalk. Is Sammy's aware of this one? No, he isn't. Watching for the highway and fork instead, and Panda able to land the shot on Sammy. So there we go. That is going to be match point now for Team Supreme.
Team Supreme just need one more round to put it through. Team Punda, on the other hand, is being pushed right to the limits. Should be full buying everything in this round. AWP this time on Pixel. Throwing this AWP round to a lot of different players. Maybe they're not feeling comfortable. Although Sammy's did look great with it, so I'd like to see it put on him again. Full AKs across the board as well. This is the last ditch effort. T-side need to find these opening frags. They keep on losing players too early. Third though, boosting to vent. I don't think Punda will check this. Gets caught out, and this is looking like the first nail in the coffin for the T side.
Yep, exactly. Mid-control gotten early by the CT side. No one there from the T side to challenge, and just leaves you open to plays like that one. A quick push into vent, and you know, if you don't check it off, that is completely your fault. Aaron on the lamppost actually on a side. That's just the confidence that he has here with, if I'm just going to check this one, he has 27 frags, so he's still able to get the 30 bomb before this game ends if he kills all 3 players this round, unless they want to go for another couple of rounds.
And it looks like Verizia is shutting down that dream. Takes down Sammy's, and it will be 2 versus 5. Something truly special needs to happen here. Raiho and Discount Pro Player are the 2 players left. Flash goes out into Garage. Supreme jumps across, is deciding to boost up. Little miscommunication trying to do it, but does eventually go over. Raiho almost caught with a Molotov in his hands. We'll get friend up behind, but player onto boost. I don't know if Raiho will expect it. No, he doesn't, and this is Discount Pro Player left in a 1 versus 5 situation. This will probably, unless some miracle happens, most likely be the game. Does manage to find the opening kill. Flash goes out, and now it will just be the CTs circling around like vultures, waiting for this team to die. And there we have it. Lost connection to serve because the game's always been shut down. Perfect. That is the game over. Was that the final round score? Team Supreme wins. I think it was it 16-5? The game shut down so fast. I didn't have a look.
It is. It was a pretty comprehensive win there from Team Supreme, and Team Punda just they had their moments. They had their moments where they could have. Oh, they're starting to get back some momentum. They're starting to get back into this game, and the start of their T side was just an example of that. But throughout the rest of the game, they just didn't have the momentum going into the latter rounds that they could do anything. So Team Supreme, pretty comprehensive.
Certainly so, but we'll throw it over to a quick break as we shuffle around the teams, get into the next games, and hopefully bring you some closer matches real soon. So we'll see you guys in a bit.
There is nothing that they can do to protect a king and his fool. Caught in the fire, watch it burn. Ash to ash, now it's our turn. Take their kingdom down and smash it to pieces. Turn their feet around, they will leave defeated. They will crumble at the sight of our legion. If you want the crown, then you've got to break them down. Break them.
Break them down.
Ready, set, go.
Lay down, staring at the sunset, and I wonder how it all came down to this one moment. Think of all my dedication, and I wonder how it all came down to this one moment. Sometimes when nothing's going right, I wish that I could go back in time. Back in time. Tonight I feel the tides moving, and this is bigger than me. Now I need to breathe. Lay down, staring at the sunset, and I wonder how it all came down to this one moment. Think of all my dedication, and I wonder how it all came down to this one moment. Sometimes when nothing's going right, I wish that I could go back in
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second game of the Salford Esports CSGO Tryouts. I am Novi, and I'm joined by Raptros from the Derby Raptors, of course. How you doing, my dude? How did you feel about that exciting blunder of a game? I'll call it, I think.
Yeah, it was a pretty much a stomp there in that first game on Cash for Team Supreme, but the players have been shuffled around a bit. Maybe we can get a little bit of a more equal game on the most equal in terms of going to OT maps there are in the map pool. We're on Inferno as we do have Team Aaron this time starting on the CT side. Team Supreme, he is very quick in connecting to the server to get that first slot on the T side here. So 3 players then towards B. It has to be for the CT side. That is not where those Ts are going.
Not at all. That Molotov will go to waste. But at least they'll get that information and probably start rotating players around, as you can see by the mini-map. But it looks like Aaron's going to have to try and get the opening kill, but he gets dinked straight away. Lovely headshot, but Sammy's walked straight into a terrorist. Does take down Punda. Discount pro player. Again, from the side, A site bomb will be going down, but the CTs are circling very, very fast. Very fast rotation. So the Ts haven't got great post-plant position, and it's paying off. Right, just the managers save Veriz's life, and it is a 2v1, but Supreme has a lot of health left and a lot of bullets left in the mag as well. 98% versus 14. Raiho is really looking for this. Supreme is playing so nicely, such discipline not to overcommit over to B. Goes for the jump shot, huge amount of damage going down. Oh my god, and he gets the headshot. But I don't
No time, no kit.
Time. He doesn't have a kit, and this is why, ladies and gentlemen, you should buy a kit on CT side on pistol.
On that, attempted a hold there from the CT side of Verazi really impressed me. Just sitting on balcony, actually ended up dropping down the pit by the time the firefight ended. Actually getting 2 players shot right in the back of the head. But unfortunately, that wasn't enough for Team Aaron to be able to hold on to the A site. But that is kind of the play I'd like to see from Verazi. He was very, very passive. He was very quiet on the previous game in Cash. But here on Inferno, he has a very good start. So hopefully he can carry that momentum into the next couple of rounds.
So looking a lot better, but this time, see if they can open things up. It looks like it will be a banana rush. Supreme getting chunked out a bit by that HE grenade, but they're playing very passive. They're expecting something like this, but it's not quite going the way they wanted to, just about. My god, that was close. Was a bit closer for comfort than they would have liked. That Mac 10 though, and those SMGs are doing work. I've got that wonderful bug where the weapons disappear.
Yeah, Panorama UI, spectator. Well, the spectating in Panorama UI is still a little bit dodgy, so that's something we're just going to have to deal with. As the bomb will go towards the A site here for the T side. The CT is basically giving it up. Sammy's with the CZ. Ponda, I'm not exactly sure if he really expected that sort of play, but he's actually going to save the scouts here and the Mac 10, so the CT will carry those into the next round. You just saw me get a little bit excited there because I thought his teammate was actually an enemy player. That is the pro casting that you've come to expect from us, but right now, it's going to be another round to that T side, and it's not the ideal start for the CTs. Of course, some people say this is a slightly CT biased map, so going down to the pistol round and down on the second round as well isn't ideal. But you can still give a fight now in this what is supposed to be an eco in the third round because you have that Mac 10 and Scout.
Definitely so. That Mac 10, as you said, can be pretty important going into this next round. 2 versus 3. Aaron has to sort of get off the mark here, not looking as dominant as he was before. Then again, he looked a lot stronger, I'd say, on the T side than CT side. The CT's opting, doing a correct decision, not buying too much, just a couple utility going out. And a CZ 5.7 just to support these weapons that they have, trying to find an opening because they may as well use them. Grenade thrown down. That'll chunk out Sam. Huge amount. 43 damage taken by the gentleman with the Liverpool picture. My boy Swifty will like that. But Aaron opens things up in this round, finds the opening kill, and picks up nothing because he gets shut down by Supreme immediately.
Yeah, exactly. Supreme quick up mid with that long smoke. So we'll actually re-smoke long. There's no player there to be concerned about. As actually, Rassi will actually rotate off of that one as he is. The smoke down leaves Ryo all on his own to try and defend the A site. But here comes the wrap now. Rassi through the smoke. Ponder's definitely well aware of that sort of play. And now it's Pixel 1v2 with a MAC-10, 2 flashbangs, full set of armor as well. The only thing he doesn't have is a kit. So he has to be a little bit quick, well, get this over and done with a little bit quick. Now, that flash out into pit will catch Ponder just a little bit. He'll jump out with the MAC-10, but Ponder, again, coming up big in that round, getting that 3K to bring the C's back to, well, up to 3 rounds.
Fairly costly round. Shouldn't affect them too much, but less of a bad situation for the CTs. Got quite a few frags, 3 terrorists going down in that round. But we'll see full buy. Not enough money at all for any AWPs or anything, so opting all for M4s and utility instead. T's, though, outnumbered utility quite massively on this side. We'll see if that's a factor. CT's got to hold on to that utility for as long as possible before using it. Don't want to use it too quickly. Aaron being boosted up into this position. Long short. It's not usually an area that the T's actually see that often, so it might catch them out. We'll have to see.
You might see it. You might not pre-aim it, though, that boost up there. Even though it is a kind of common boost to do, it's not something that you reliably expect every round. We'll see the push up through mid now from the T side. Aaron boosted. Supreme. He'll go down. Ponder as well goes down to Aaron's M4A4. And he actually stays up on that boost. Panda finding an entry of his own up on towards balcony now. So 4v2 now for these players to have to deal with. Discount Pro player heading his way through the smokes. Tries to spray down Ryo, but Ryo manages to get the bomb. And now Panda, the only player left on this T side, and they know exactly where he is. So it'd be very, very difficult for him to get back into this one.
And they're going to hunt him down, try and remove this AK from him. They know the T side economy isn't great, and they have completed it as well. I say not great. It's good. It'll do, but that AK could have gone a lot further, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Might struggle to buy. Still choosing to buy an AWP. I don't know if they're going to have. No, okay, there we go. I was waiting for the SMG. I was trying to work it out in my head. So they're not going to have full AKs across the board. Is that a Zeus picked up as well for Discount Pro player? It is used. Not going to see a repeat of the show match from the major. Just whistles above his head. I think he felt that one, like, brush his hair back.
Yeah, possibly. Honda does get tagged by the scout on the other side of the map, but manages to get the AWP kill onto Verazi then, as pretty much the entirety of the T-side team is stacked in Banana, as a couple of them will actually drop away, since you don't want to give too much map control to these CTs. Inferno is a very, very map control-based map. As Ryo maybe suspects something is happening on B, calls for the players on there have called for the rotate flash out for Supreme to try to find an entry flag. But early Molotov will go down to stop any potential push. Good utility usage from the CTs here, actually going to pick off their own. There's going to be traded out. Ryo through the smoke, gets the double spray, gets the third as well. And Panda, the only one left now to try to do something with this shred of hope that he has. But the bomb is down. Ryo is actually absolutely insane as well. 4 kills top Banana.
And that's got to shatter the terrorist confidence as well. That looked like it was their round to lose then, especially with that scout shot quite early on onto the player. The CT sitting behind Fountain, but didn't manage to pick him off with the P250. And from there, it just left the CTs long enough for them to put in the rotation. Ryo to enter with that beautiful flash through the smoke. But he shuts them down. I think that was a misbought M4 as well. Feels bad, man. They got a spare weapon. Hopefully the T's won't be able to push through all the way to CT and pick up that gun. Very unlikely.
Maybe some technical issues, as he is very, very late out of spawn, but he is still in the server. Verazi getting the opening kill of the round, though, traded out by Supreme with that CZ 75. Pixel getting very aggressive down. Banana now takes out Panda, who was chilling out in the ramp position. Still, well, 3v4 right now, situation that these have to manage. But look, all the control that CTs have. They've just basically boxed the entirety of Supreme's team into these apps.
Supreme just has to hold on to this AK for absolute dear life at this point. Not much he can do, but Punda steps up big, takes down Aaron with the block, somehow managed to win that trade. If he can hear this scope in the underpass position, maybe they can try and out. Sammy's is a very aggressive player, likes to take those trades. And they could try and force him into a misstep, but opting instead to rotate round. Personally, I could see with their HP, there is a very strong argument for them to save. Looks like they're not going to. Fishing on, but Pixel full HP with that FAMAS is actually going to be great into these two players with their health the way they are. Very high fire rate. Does see Pixel fires him down, tickles him a little bit, but it's not enough to quite take him down. Pixel does eventually get shot in the head. The wall bang by Supreme. Sammy's is left. Supreme has no idea where Sammy's is coming from. AK picked up. He should hear that weapon drop. 1 versus 1. Supreme with the 3K so far. Sammy's is going to peek soon. He fires the wrong angle. Unfortunate stuff. He was seeing if that cheese would come out, but they're not French. None of that brie, none of that smelly cheese coming out today.
An important thing to note, though, Sammy's had pretty much full utility coming into that 1v1. He had a Molotov, he had 2 flashbangs, and a smoke as well. Didn't use any of them. Decided to go for the dry peek instead. What he could have done instead is just molly perhaps into that corner, and then maybe check another angle or smoke off another angle. He had so many tools to use. Instead, he just went with the only tool that he thought he had, which was his primary weapon instead of all the grenades.
I think it's something to note, though, is Sammy's hasn't been playing the game that long. Got started pretty soon. But Sam, go for knife. Please go for knife. Come on, go for. Come on, coward.
I've seen so many times where you have that side-on shot as Dit once again gets himself a frag. So advantage early on in this round for the T side. I've seen so many times, though, those side knives not really working, and you just get yourself shot in the face whenever you attempt it. So he went for the one tap instead, which is the safer option.
He went for the smart decision, but not the decision we wanted. Let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly. A site cleaned up now for the T side, and I think we might even just see a save here coming out for the CTs. Maybe looking for a couple of exits here and there, try and grab yourself an AK and trying to put a dent into the economy of the T side, but doesn't look like that's going to happen as the player's quite far away from the site. No immediate exits going to be gotten, but wow, right now in this round we have a quick look at the scoreboard. Supreme currently leading the way on that T side, 8-5. Got Dirt second fragging on that team, 7-5 as well. Panda not showing up just yet. He's 1-6, so that's a player that can have impact a little bit of later on if he gets himself into the game. But on the CT side, though, Ryo has definitely shown up. 10 kills, 4 deaths, and the rest of his team all less than half of what of the frags he has. As Pixel, finally gets the exit.
There we go. That Mag 7, that cash coming in from that shotgun. We'll be happy with that kill. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, Sammy's has only been playing the game, I think, like 6 months. It's a very short time, and in that time he went from starting the game to being like LEM. So improved very fast in the game. But of course, that does mean sometimes game knowledge and game sense comes with time. It's not just pure mechanical skill. And so it's understandable that a player with that mechanical skill might make mistakes like that. But it's definitely something he can work on. You see that a lot, actually. A lot of players sort of go sort of very gung-ho sort of thing and force themselves in as he tanks a Mag 7 shot. There's not enough. Bro goes for a free peek.
You just get the kill and then you just back off the site, call for the rotations. But now it's pretty open sight now for the C's to get themselves onto it. There's a rotation coming in from Aaron. He actually gets himself sprayed down through the smoke, but gets a kill for his issues. And Supreme also getting a nade kill in mid there for the T side. So Pixel, the only player left on the CT side, has tried to do anything about this B take. Actually, he's going to just fall off of that one, save the M4, no problems. But yeah, I did like that setup on Banana that the CTs had. It's just, and they did get a kill, even though it's kind of like a beady setup. So the one player will check that behind that wall while the other player can peek out from top Banana. But once you get that kill, once you get that trade, there is no need to peek again, especially with an inferior pistol.
Yeah, definitely. So should definitely have backed off in that position. One of the interesting things with the plant which the T's did, because they plant it, Pixel just chatting to a chicken, 2 eggs from the major brought to you in Inferno. But interesting things is when you plant near the coffins area, because you can actually plant slightly on that elevated coffin near barbecue, and it means when the CT player tries to defuse, their head sticks out higher, so it's easier for you to like peek that angle or see it from further away, and so it reveals more of the CT. And they had the time there with the smokes down, but that's something that like if you haven't seen it before, you might not know that's possible. I think. We'll
I think we saw that in the major as well. Like,
Yeah.
you can plant slightly on top of the coffins, and I didn't actually know that until I saw it in the major. So we definitely all learn new things every day. As we do have a pause going on right now. I'm not sure if this is. I think this is actually tactical from the from the CT side. So. Trying to figure out what to do in this round. They've already bought all their required weaponry, so no interesting buy strategy going on. But maybe we'll see these guys try a little bit of a set play here. Maybe a push, maybe down towards mid, maybe down towards second mid. Try and get that map control, and trying to work everything else out from there. They've got a good amount of utility to use to do that as well. So I'm very interested to see what happens after this pause now.
See if it makes much of a difference. Unpause is coming through, so we should be getting back into this game real soon. So we'll talk a bit about the economy at this point, because CTs are full buying at this point. They've got enough for a gun round. They're on 4th round loss bonus if they lose this round. So although that's a lot of money, they still won't have a following gun round. They won't have enough for it, and the Ts are sitting pretty... Ooh, okay, saying that Panda is timed out. I guess we're staying in this pause then.
Exactly.
So as I was saying, so CTs are full bought at this point. So with their economy going to next round, this is kind of like they're in that weird position where although they can full buy and they're getting all this money in from the losses, even if they do manage to win the round, the follow-up round is more important than the round they win.
Yeah.
Because if they lose, they get reset and they have no money. So it's like a catch-22.
It's so important for CTs to string rounds together instead of just getting reset the round afterwards. It hurts them a lot more than it does hit the Ts when it happens to them. So that sort of consistency is really needed when you're playing on the defensive side. As we're still waiting for Hunter to get himself back up into the server. So this will just take a little while. But overall, this match, do you feel it's been a little bit closer than the previous one, or is it going to be a stomp for Team Supreme once again on this T side especially?
I think it's felt a lot closer. I think some players aren't hitting their shots too much. So, but other players have woken up. Like Ryo's woken up a lot. It's really good getting that 4K earlier on with the push through the smoke on CT on B site. Pixel started to play a bit better. Sammy's is one of those players who's been quite quiet for now.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely some pop-off moments in the last match. See if he turns up. We'll see what happens to Panda. I think his internet or something like that might have gone.
Yeah,
which
he
is
did disconnect
unfortunate.
from...
That being said, he didn't have much impact, so it probably won't make much of a difference.
Oh, the sick burns coming out. That is unfortunate. Jesus Christ. But but you were right though. He's been very, very quiet early in this game. Had a much better game in Cash. So hopefully when he gets his internet issues sorted or any other technical issues he may be facing, then he'll be back in this game with renewed vigor. Not that T side really needs it at the moment because
that's for sure. I'm memeing about him not hitting shots, but he doesn't really need to at this point. All the players are playing very well, pretty even across the board. With Dirt and Supreme looking very strong. Discount Pro player has found some very nice frags, opening things up, and Punda's got that AWP. He's significantly better with the AWP than he is with rifles. Was it old Skadoodle who just couldn't use a rifle at all? Kind of reminiscent of that. I've heard it's all good. He's back, and as we said, he's just joined. So they're going for that unpause, and they can start playing again. So 2-6. So I mean, he's not doing that badly. There's not much for him to do, to be honest. At this point, we should get back into this game finally. After a pause, what is this? Like the group stage of the Face-It Major? These pauses? Jesus! Like,
oh my word!
What are we, like that kind of tournament organizer? No, I'm just kidding.
Does this mean like ESL? It's not going to be ESL production anymore. It's just going to be Face-It production.
Face-It production is the next thing. I could definitely see that happening. You know how Twitch chat is. We'll see. The CTs is saying about adaptations. It looks like they're doing that, but Punda is going to go for the P. Oh my god! Tags Sammy's through the smoke. Sammy's going to back off. Punda's not going to know if that shot landed though. But he might go for some more whimsical plays up Banana. But the CTs immediately shuts down any hope of a push they're going to do. Not going to have the health to actually contest or duel any of the players down that position. But Aaron is being boosted up, finds Punda out in the open. He tries to react, does manage to get the kill in the end, and that's managed to make this aggression shown at the top of Banana work. Throwing utility out again as well. Only thing about that with Sammy's and Aaron is if they do end up having a push later on in the round by the terrace, there is no utility. They have huge damage and shutting down Sammy's, who's already in low health from the shot from Punda. But this is looking a lot more favourable for the CTs.
Yep, it does. They have a good amount of Banana control. Flashed out, though, as Raiho gets the kill on long, so Panda will go down. Discount player on solo HP, same with it as well. So things looking a little bit dire right now for this T side. They'll decide to slowly back off of mid, but there's Aaron just watching and waiting and lurking at the bottom of Banana, and it's just an issue of... do the T's actually check this? Are they actually going to go for a save? Only 15 seconds left on the clock. That's not enough time there to get themselves to either site. So all they have to do is just try to stay alive, because as a T player, if you die when you lose a round, you basically get no money.
Good discipline by the CT side, being holding their position, not going overly aggressive, trying to hunt. They don't need to. Just taking their time, saving their weaponry. They know that there's going to be some T players surviving, but it's more important, as we said earlier, to string together that CT economy. If they lose and die with an M4 in their hand, that's way more than the cost of removing it from a T side, which already has an economy set up.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see relatively similar setup coming out from the CT players. A quick peek in towards Banana there from the CT player. I think that was Aaron going for the aggressive peek, and I think Pixel also missing the shot there. So a trade of firepower going on through Banana. A little bit of utility being thrown as well as a nade will go over. Tags Aaron down a little bit. Quick boost of the smoke is very successful. Ooh. What was that through the smoke? Aaron, just backban this guy now.
What a shot. It's got to be some of those AWPers who's not used to playing as aggressively on the CT side won't know those angles and those pre-fires angles, and this is a disastrous round for the T side. Doesn't matter about their saved weaponry. There's 3 men down, and it looks like they might just call it there and just saving right now. And that's a smart decision. Still money in the bank, but if they save this AWP and AK, they definitely have enough money to get a full buy to the next round. But the CTs, a little more aggressive this time. Pushing quite forward up, trying to get that information, seeing if they can remove any of this AK or this AWP from these players.
Yeah, exactly. Chilling deep inside the T apps as the CTs will creep up, just getting map control here and there, just narrowing down the places that these 2 players can be hiding, and it might be valuable even to take the AWP away from Ponder there, since he is on $100 right now, and with the loss bonus, they're only on 2nd round loss, so that'll be pretty catastrophic if he does lose that AWP, and everyone else's cash. They may still have a decent force next time. They might just try to force up those AKs on Dirt and Supreme if they do save this other AK in the AWP, and then Panda will just have to deal with what he's given. Maybe SMG, MAC-10 and some armor, maybe upgraded pistol, some utility and armor for Panda potentially coming out. We'll see what they do.
And
SMG
UMP, SMG, as you said. So hopefully that'll be the key to getting back into this game. Maybe playing a bit of aggressive, going for an early pick with that UMP. It's not going to favour that well into the rest of the CTs with that weaponry. Grenades thrown down. Not a lot of damage. They should expect this boost. He's got to expect this boost again, but he's double scoped in, and I don't think he's going to respect it. Aaron gets overly aggressive. They try and switch things up, and it doesn't actually work this time. Very nicely done by Punda. Waiting. If he overstepped just like an inch to the left more, he would have been taken down by by Sammy's, who was boosted up onto banana, but it doesn't matter because Pixel gets a beautiful spray down, gets one, resets his position, and then finds a second.
Yeah, absolutely. And the SMG play didn't quite work there from Panda as shot a million bullets towards Pixel's location, but didn't end up working. Panda will go down on long as well. Discount player, the only player left there. And coming up short, he has 2 players very low, so this is very possible for Discount player to be able to get this clutch, but I think they know exactly where he is. Spraying through the smoke is Raiho, and he will get the 5th round on the board then for that CT side. So this is definitely much closer than last game.
Yeah, the money's been inversed as well. So they were happy to just trade 1-for-1 for that, just to complete that round and make sure that T-Play doesn't, somehow clutch that out or anything. It was fine getting a player to peak aggressive. We're seeing a triple AWP setup. Call them Fnatic. See if that will make a difference. And they might be walking straight into this. This might be perfect, actually, if they can get close enough. The P250 doing absolute bits. Find Sammy's, and that will be a full T-rush onto B site. Aaron has to find his first AWP shot immediately. He cannot miss it, but I think he did. Oh my God, the collateral! What are you doing, you absolute madman? Finds the 4th, and he's just got the last one left on the site. Thunder goes for the remake. Whiffs the shot. He's looking for that ace. He's hunting for it. He can sniff it. He can smell it. Ryo picking Gussie, finds the final one, and that's the ace. That's the highlight clip, ladies and gentlemen. Very nicely done. The triple AWP setup working out perfectly for the CT side.
I think Ryo just summed that up in chat. Just oof. That is basically the only reaction that he can have to that. What a play there from Ryo. We saw him go a little bit insane with the AWP earlier on, but look at him. 21 frags on round number 13. The rest of his team just aren't anywhere near him. None of the rest of his team are in double digits. That's how dominant Ryo has been in this map so far, just keeping his team in it.
And it's quite unusual. He looked so much better on the T side on Cash than the CT side last map. But this time he's like, just sub me in, coach. Put me on CT. I'm fine. Gets 21 frags, as you said. 5 MVPs as well. No one close on this server at the moment. T's need to find an answer to this. Punda opting not to buy UT. Maybe he used it earlier, but I'm not entirely sure. But he's got 1,600 left. Oh, the timing on that. But Brazzy, his head has been spotted. He ducks back down. That doesn't matter. Eventually find him. They know that there is a player in this pit position. He converts the spray. Very nice by Panda. Finds the headshot. But Punda picks off Sammy's as well. But Ryo is still left waiting in this library position, and Punda's going to dry peek this. And this, oh my God, Ryo misses the shot, but Pixel makes up for it. It is a 2v2. That's an AWP and AWP against 2 AKs, and the AKs are going to be a bit stronger if this comes into a close quarter matchup. AWP's not the greatest weapon in the world for a retake, but Panda might have Pixel's number, does find Pixel out in the open. It's a 2 versus 1. And Ryo might just choose to save this AWP, but he is going aggressive. He needs to choose to save this. He needs to get out now.
Yes, as soon as he misses that first shot, he has to be backing off, and he is. Just waiting up through the exits. He might actually catch Panda out here, but no, missed the shot once again. He's being chased down by Panda as the bomb will go off, and actually no T players will survive. So that is a little bit of economy damage there that Ryo has done. He is on about 15k as well, so he can drop for days for his teammates.
Yeah, getting frags left, right, and center. 23 frags in this half alone. Then again, this half has been a lot more of a bloodbath in comparison to last game. 7-6. You wouldn't think, just looking at the scores of the CT side, that it's as close as it is that the T's are actually winning this so far. That's how dominant Ryo has been. But then again, a lot of his kills has been in clutch situations, or is him like 1v5ing. So, despite the scoreline, a lot more. Despite the scoreboard, sorry, the game's a lot closer than it might seem across the board. T's running a bit more slowly this time, pressuring towards A. The CTs, there's a very aggressive hold moving down. We see Sammy's and Aaron adapt with some success in some places, and others not so much. Punda tries to jiggle Pixel, but good discipline by him is not phased out. Decides to scope back into the apartment position, and Discount Pro player will be forced back by that Molotov. And suddenly the ball is in the CT's court.
Good banana control being put out from Aaron is on the other side of the map. Well, there will be kills going down and trades coming in as well as he's tried to get themselves onto the A side, but Aaron with the flank will actually get the bomb as well. That's so important for him. Supreme, the only player left now, tries to get a double spray, but yet another round going to the CTs. We are all tied up, coming to very close to the end of this first half.
All tied up with nowhere to go but half-time because there's one round left. And Tees will have to force up, but there is not a lot of money left for them. We're seeing an SMG come out, some Desert Eagles, and that's pretty much all they can do. No utility. To be honest, I would have rather just less SMGs and more. Mac 10s are not going to be good into these armored opponents. It would be a lot more efficient to buy CZs or something like that and buy the utility to support those pistols, get you in close and get those CZs to start doing damage. Instead, going to be kicking with Deagles, and it's going to be a bloodbath. Aaron adding to the score count says, sorry, Ro, you're not the only one who can do these massive multi-kills on effectively forced by rounds. And Panda is left on his lonesome, no head armor. And he'll get shut down. Oh, the nice one-tap into Sammy's, but not enough. 8-7, a lot closer games. Ro really standing out. Aaron getting those, say eco frags, but it's basically eco frags at that point. We'll win the half. So going into this pistol round will set the advantage.
Like 4 aces.
But it's not huge if the other side loses it. In essence, it's not like a win condition, a must win. It would be nice to, but there's enough rounds on the board for both teams to be able to pull back if there is a loss.
Yeah,
Again, no discount pro player going for the full eco.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. Otherwise, normal across the board. Just that huge anomaly. Discount pro player number 8 on the minimap will be playing on B anyway, so we might not see a lot of action until later on. T is choosing to enter now, calling for a rotation. It's up to Panda to try and defend for as long as possible. He doesn't want a shot last bullet in the mag.
There's no communication. They don't know he's in pit. They're just completely oblivious. And now also Sammy's will go down. And Aaron, the only player left in a 1v4, tries to tap away with the Glock. Gets the 2 kills as well. What an absolutely crazy round. What a blunder from that T side to bring it down to this point. But Aaron has managed to recover at least somewhat of a chance of taking this round. Very close eye on the long position now as Sam will almost try to peek away around. But the thing is, he's got timing. Aaron gets the kill. Discount pro player versus Aaron, and Discount pro player gets it. Oh my word. What the hell was that? Again, like we said at Cash, UKCS.
UKCS, but also some phenomenal shots hit by Panda and Aaron. Very nicely done. Bit of, as he said, a bit of a blunder by the CTs, peeking one after another to get it. But man, Aaron definitely stood up in that position. That sort of like flick on the second shot. Very nicely done. Bring it to 8-8, and that'll be the pistol round going towards the CT side, but just like so goddamn close. It should never have been that close.
Yeah, absolutely. It shouldn't have been that close. And you know, the T side, they were, you know, because you saw Pixel get those kills in pit, and then the rest of the players on the T side just wasn't watching that position either. They still had this backstorm, so I don't know if there was a communication error there to say, hey, there's one player in pit. I know he had a USPS, which does dampen the sound a little bit, just have a little bit of a tougher time trying to find out where those shots come from, but that was a scary moment that perhaps has lost this T side of the pistol round. As Nate will come in now from Supreme, tags a good couple of players down on short. Panda is there to be able to finish off Aaron. There's all of these T players right now, or at least most of them, are stacked up in the apartment, waiting to explode out. Balcony Discount pro player completely caught off guard. Panda getting another kill then with the UMP. Supreme making the SMG work very, very well indeed. Runs out of ammo, but able to finish off with the USPS. And that was a quick round there from CTs. No dramas at all. Only losing one player, and that was due to a little bit of a moment where he wasn't watching anything and he had his nade out, but otherwise pretty clean round.
Pretty clean round for sure. We'll look at the scores at the moment. If we look at the scoreboard quickly, Aaron's starting to catch up onto Ryo. But as we said, the CT side at the moment, Supreme's team has been pretty even.
That smoke though, that T-smoke for mid just completely and utterly failed. Hit the top of the roof as Usually you stand on the railing for that one and just single throw it with the lineup with the aerial there to get the top mid smoke. So that's an interesting one. I don't really see the quick jump throw one that often. Usually you go for the safer one where he's just standing and stationary and just throw it. But here we go. Banana control gotten here by the T side. Of course, they're on a full buy with the exception of Pixel, who has that scout. So not for him this round, not able to afford such weaponry as they get the first kill then onto the B side. Panda will go down as the rotations will be called in very, very quickly. Panda trying to wrap his way around with the Molotov in his hands. Very lucky not to get caught out there as the Ts will get themselves onto the site now as the rest of the CTs will rotate their way in. But what a risky play there from Panda. Supreme manages to make this retake then a little bit more possible with that kill onto Verazi as they decide to slowly edge their way up. Aaron's going to be a pretty clutch player in this sort of situation as he picks out exactly the right time, tries to get the spray transfer up onto the player on the railings, but both those CTs now head their way up through construction. That bomb is ticking away very quickly though.
Yeah, 3 versus 2, and Sammy's is behind, finds the first. Panda is caught between a rock and a hard place, to say the least. We'll try and wide peek Sammy's, but it's not enough. Gotta say, T's were holding to smokes for so long, and none of them used it until the CTs were basically breathing down their throat. They gotta start using that utility quicker, because otherwise, for those post-plant position, those smokes can be so powerful, effectively shutting out the CTs, forcing them to dry peek, especially if they don't have any flashes. They did win the round, so fair play to them. Forced by the CTs. Apart from discount pro player. No, there we go. He's bought. Just got to get that up in the hands of Dirt, though. See if he can make anything happen with that. Verazi and Puna just trade, you know. Bit of love tap for both of them.
Trade HP. Both on left on 29 with the scout tags. They're going a little bit slow once again, trying to find where they're able to get these picks from both sides. Actually, as the CTCs have set up here, one on site, one in pit, one trying to hold any wraps through long. And it's pretty standard setup here from the CTs on this A site. Maybe give a little bit of top mid control and then just try to fight it out from the anchor positions on the site. But Aaron's going to creep up right now, trying to spot out discount pro player on this site as Sammy's peeks out onto the balcony, and Aaron's actually going to save him in there. And that sort of situation, Supreme not able to do anything at all from pits. We've still got Panda that is on the, flank up through apartments, so got to keep an eye on him and when he's going to decide to get himself involved in this retake, as it's a retake from multiple angles, which is what you need as a CT team. You can't just go through one checkpoint. You've got to make the T's life hell and come from multiple directions, which is what they're doing with Panda in apps.
They're forcing onto a lot of other angles, but I don't think it's going to work. Dirt just needs to get out of here, save that AWP. Exactly what he's going to do to find that first kill. He should hear that terrace behind him. Yes, he does. The fake flash goes out. He somehow managed to win that. Dirt doesn't get the shot off in time. And that'll be the AWP not picked up. They're choosing they don't want it on T side, which is fair enough. It's a lot more favourable for the CT side on Inferno.
Yeah, fair enough indeed. And the T side getting themselves ahead in this second half. Just having a look at the scoreboard, you've got Ryu on 26, Aaron on 25, Pixel on 13, and then you've got 2 players right at the bottom, Sammy's and Varesi, 5 and 4 respectively. So that is an interesting thing to perhaps talk about in just a little bit as the T's head their way towards apps. So getting this early apps control gives them a couple more options going down in towards top mid and of course the A site itself. So, and there's actually no one from the CTs even watching this apartment position. They will hear the spam though coming through from Aaron because Panda is sitting right there in the quad position. Smoke coming out from Aaron, so Panda has to be ready. Supreme's there, ready to trade out as well. Tries to tap away, gets the dink in the smoke. So that is going to be a gun dropped, but not able to be recovered there from the CT side. Although saying that either Dit or Panda can just nip their way up short maybe and grab a weapon. That's exactly what Dit has done. So he's going to completely back off for this one. No point in fighting it. And Panda, he's perhaps just looking to try maybe get a kill here and there with that speed 250, but otherwise not going to have much impact.
Certainly not. And Dirt will stick with the chickens, get them to follow him. 2 Eggs has got some friends, ladies and gentlemen. 2 Eggs, if you didn't know, was the chicken analyst for the Face It Major. Could have called that one though, definitely. I had like a 17% prediction rate. Was not big oof.
Yeah.
Not a very good analyst. Don't know if she'll be hired for the next event.
I think it was all but one series that
Yeah,
she predicted wrong.
she was rooting for the underdogs. That's what it was.
British chicken, it's British culture to just root for the underdogs against a vastly superior opponent. So you can't exactly blame them in that sort of situation.
Yeah, it's a British hen, free range, definitely. Despite the crowd chanting KFC.
Oh my god, that was the best bit. I wonder if that came across on stream, because that was hilarious with
I
that
hope it did.
interview, with that segment with Paula, and just chanting KFC all the time. Hilarious. But Panda, oh, that's a nice shot with the scout then coming down to the bottom banana. So Pixel not going to be a factor anymore in this round, as the T's once again taking this app's control. Discount Pro Player on the balcony here, ready with that SMG to cause a few problems potentially for Team Aaron, as he will get spotted out, and Aaron able to get the kill to open up the site a little bit. Gets the player peeking out long as well. Verassi will get himself a kill as well. So he's getting some frags here and there. Not too many issues for him. We've got Ryu, who's currently sitting in T-ramp and actually gets himself a kill for his issues. And Sammy's cleaning everything up to pull the T side ahead once again, with Aaron left on 1 HP, a single HP.
Single HP. 12-9. It's enough. Single HP. He'll be like, nah, it's cool. It was, twas but a scratch. You know, it's just a flesh wound. That's it. There you go. 12-9. 12-9. Force by, still staying above 2k cash. 5-7s and CZ's coming out. Gonna be a very deadly weapon. A lot of damage coming out, and this might be favorable for them. Huge amount of
2v2.
CTs and T's end up going down. It's 2v2, but still got to play close, trying to pick up that weapon. He's really trying to look for it. There we go. Both rifles picked up, and honestly, at this point, let them plant the bomb and save. I wouldn't play for this retake. You've got these two weapons. It's such a buff to your economy, and it's Duty Astralis.
They're gonna go for it.
Yeah. Okay, back out now. You don't have to.
Oh, Panda manages to get it. 1 HP in a dream. Can he do it in the 1v1 against the Oppa that's been on fire so far this game? Ryu missing the shots, and Panda able to close up into Graveyard. He doesn't have a kit, so this defuse might not happen, but that was a bit of a sketchy moment with Ryu missing so many shots there that he could definitely been punished for.
Yeah, they needed to save there or just play for the exits. Like, especially after that first play goes down, you should just back off. Or at least trade off him, then back off. It was unnecessary aggression. And not that it damaged the CT's economy too much, but it's more if they win a round and lose a lot of people, it's just slightly better position for the economy. It's a smarter thing to do, but Aaron just running Panda straight down, tagged to 36 HP. HE grenade chipping away at him, at his health bar. 5 versus 5 though. I haven't seen Panda on this AWP though, so let's see if this AWP just keeps getting thrown around on this CT side.
Creep their way up banana though, will the T side do it? Looking for the double spray, not able to get it. Panda still sitting at the new box position. Pixel trying for a hopeful pre-fire on oranges, as he'll get himself opt from new box by Panda. Can Panda find another shot? He really doesn't need to, but he's peeking out a little bit to allows Ryu to take his head off. 3v3 situation now. 2v2 on the B site itself, because the two players, other places, just having a little bit of competition. But Ryu managing to pick up the kill on Panda, and that's Farazzi as well. That's a pretty good shot, while also being half flashed. And Discount Pro Player, he knows there's a lurker here. He knows, but not with the timing. Sammy's will clean up.
Supreme mistimed that flash and actually pushed through the smoke before it had gone off. Pretty feels bad now, and after such a close first half, this is looking a bit more stompy by the T side. Aaron and Ryu are stepping up huge. Ryu with the 31 kills, Aaron with 30 call up on this half. Both players looked a lot better on the T side on cash, although they were on separate teams that time. CTs have to win this round, otherwise it will be a match point, and they will be left with nothing by the end of it. All on Punda. Seen him hit some nutty shots, but Supreme with the opening kill, and that could be the perfect way to enter that game. Aaron has none of it, shuts down Panda, but Dirt does pick up Aaron, who's dropped that 30 bomb earlier. So 3 versus 4, game has slowed down very slightly, but Ryo's looking for it, just sees him. Very good awareness there, feeding off his team's information. The T side looking a little bit better. So 3 versus 3. Thunder with the AWP whiffs the shot, and that could be disastrous. Somehow that flash saves his life. From the T sides will get the bomb down. Now be the full rotation from the CTs. Now he's just got to hold and wait. Hopefully he can fend off the Ts, but it looks like they might be backing off actually at this point. No, I say that. Pixel. Oh, okay, they are. He's just looking for a bit more aggression, seeing if he can find an opening kill. See if the CTs clock onto this. There is one player, though, left on the A site, and it's up to him to solo hold that site.
Dirt has been playing pretty well, so let's see if he is able to hold against Verasi, and Pixel picks up the 2 frags to keep the CT side still in this game. Still a huge amount of money on that T side, though, but that is what they needed. They needed a round on the board, because that is, I count, 6 rounds in a row previous to this all went to Team Aaron on that T side. So they needed a breakthrough. They might have just got one.
Certainly so, and again, they need to win these rounds consistently. P90 bought for Panda. Interesting. Maybe he's been complaining about his internet being pretty bad, so it could just be avoid that problem and just pre-fire spray the P90. Fix that issue. Who needs aim and precision and timing when you got that weapon? Zeus on Sammy's. Come on, my dude. Ooh. Let's pull this out. Aaron. Raiho, though, through the wall, sorry. But they do know he's there. He's playing very aggressive. He needs to back off, smoke this angle off, and then just wait for his teammate to rotate, which is Dirt on his position. Supreme finds an opening kill, and this is looking so much cleaner by the CTs. Starting to hit their shots and really not losing these angels, but bomb is positioned on B site, and that's up to these 2 CT players. Try and hold it. T's are waiting. They've got the utility. Flash goes out, so now they're wide peeking, waiting. It's up to Punda to find a flash. No. It somehow goes over the shoulder. It's just up to left the Dirt on his own. Smoked off, and he's probably better for him to just wait in his position and wait for his teammates to come on. But there is a player behind. Sammy's lurking, and he's gonna appear behind these CTs, and this could be absolutely devastating because no Ts have gone down on the site. Smoke goes ahead in front of them, and Sammy's is just going to free reign, finds one head. Doesn't manage to get any. Verasi somehow managed to pick up a kill there in the middle of a bunch of CTs. They do know where Sammy's is now. Information has been relayed backwards. Panda's not going to win that. Pros don't fake, though. Pros don't fake. Supreme. And 570, and then just the star points, you know. Sit down. That's what he's saying right now.
Yeah, that was
in this game.
That was actually a pretty confusing sort of fight on the B side there, with Sammy's actually managing to get the flank on them, but he spotted out at kind of the last moment. Also, that was planted for oranges, so not an easy position to try and peek into if you're actually coming from that CT position. You basically have to wrap up onto the site or come through construction to try and kill the bomb defuse there, as Ponza very close with the AWP. Aaron will hear him scope, so knows it's very, very dangerous to try and peek out here, so he might even decide to pull out a little bit of utility. The shot is his cue to peek out, though, and able to take control of top banana, so that is well played there from Aaron.
Very nicely played, and Valve has done me an absolute solid and decided to make me go offline, so feel free to take it away, my dude.
There we go.
I am blind. I am working off your calls right now.
Yeah, Ponda managing to get a kill on Verasi. Ponda once again getting the second kill to defend the side. Won't get the third, though. Oh, that is a fantastic two shots there from Pixel, making the B site open for business. But the thing is, the bomb is on the other side of the site as Ryu tries to get himself back, gets the kill, and manages to back away and back off down towards Banana, as at least one rotation will come in here from Supreme. But the thing is, Pixel has closed up in towards construction at a pretty unexpected angle if you're coming from the CT side. So that is going to be an issue for Supreme and Discount Player to deal with. Plant is at coffins. Pixel is so low I almost thought there was a HE grenade coming out then, but no, that is going to be Supreme going down to Ryo. So Discount Pro player, the final player on the CT side to be able to clutch it out. He has Pixel on 3 HP, and Ryo also, well, he's on 100 HP. He manages to find Pixel, so now this is much more possible now for Discount Pro player. He actually will see the CT smoke fade, able to peek out. But the thing is, there's so many angles to check here on this speed bomb site. The thing is, Ryo able to molly out and get the frag, so he did briefly have the information there, the Discount Pro player, with that Molotov, so he didn't have to check everything on the site. But Ryo, he's just been absolutely insane on Inferno. That the other team just don't know how to deal with him and his B-hold.
Definitely doesn't. And I'm back in, and that is match point. What a time to return to this game. Looks like the CTs might just be able to edge back in there, but looks like they're going to get shut out. Full buy for the T side. Quite a bit of utility. No utility pretty much at all for the CTs. Very little, to say the least, but huge amount of damage. That scout doing work, but Puna doesn't manage to convert it into a kill. Pixel gets the better dirt, trades back. 4 versus 4. We'll see the rotation back around. CTs don't know where to go. Panda starts running towards B, and he's going to run back, but he's going to walk straight into some terrorists.
Oh.
And Aaron gets the better of him and shuts him down. 2 versus 4. And this is for the CTs to stay in this match. 1 player left alone on the site. Does manage to take down Sammy's Discount Pro player. This is suddenly looking a little bit better, and now it's all on dirt. 1 versus 2 against Ryo, who's been an absolute monster, almost dropping a 40 bomb in this map. Maybe he wants to throw this round, just so that means he can get the 40 bomb. I don't know. We'll see. 1 versus 2, though. Oh. Does manage to hear the footsteps, so he's scoped in. He'll know. He tries to wide pick it. He misses the shot, and suddenly this is doable for Dirt. Dirt versus Ferrazzi. 1 versus 1, sorry. He ran with the AK. He knows he's somewhere close to the position it's planted in. He's got to just try and bait it out. He does expect, oh my god, but I don't think he has enough time. I don't think he has a kit. This is going to be right down to the wire. No, that's it. That is game. Bomb's going to go off. Feels bad, man. 16-11. Very nicely played. Far closer game. Far more exciting. Cool to see the CS being played. Some players stepping up a lot better this game, like Ryo. Got to give shout-outs to him. Aaron took some time to get off the ground. Pixel looking a lot stronger as well. But alas, you know, Aaron's team comes out on top again. So that'll be a 16-11 half. Thank you, my dudes, so much. We're going to throw it over to a break real quick. See what's happening. We're not sure if there might be another game. If there's not enough game, we'll come back and say bye and everything. But yeah, we'll throw over and we'll see you guys very shortly.
As I fell to the ocean floor, fading light through an open door, I saw myself rise with the water. They thought they could keep me down, hold their breath and watch me drown, but all they did was push me higher. We don't care what they say, we will be here all day, we'll stay until it's over, till the world's out of sight. We will stand, we will fight, it's not over till it's over. Through the nights in the rain, through the time and the pain, the stand will never fall. And then at the end of it all, we will win, we will chant, it's not over till it's over.
And that will be it, ladies and gentlemen. People are tired, want to go off. Got university tomorrow. I don't know what that is because, I'm an art student, so I don't have any lectures. Very few, at least. I'm, of course, Novi or Novocaine at NovocaneGG on Twitter. Thank you so much to Raptros as well for joining me from Derby. Phenomenal caster. I'm going to be casting with him in the Newell, which is going to be so exciting. So, yeah, keep up for that. But thank you once again, my dude.
Yeah, thank you very much. And since you put your Twitter handle down, I'll put mine as well. It's at CMatic1. So that one is what you want to be watching or following if you want to keep updated on what I am doing. But yeah, I am excited to get the Newell season started. I have actually been paired up with Novi for any broadcast that may just happen there. Of course, depending on if people can make it and things like that. But should be an absolutely brilliant experience. And I thank Newell for giving us that opportunity.
Yeah, hell yeah. Amen to Newell. It's not like I work for them or anything, but amen to Newell. So yeah, but thank you once again for coming, and we'll see you guys in the next stream. We're going to have a bunch more streams coming. I will actually start doing my job in the society and get a stream schedule going and hit you guys with that content. Remember, anyone out there, freshers, remember you have Amazon Prime for free for 6 months. That means you can subscribe to our channel, give us all that sweet dollar, which we can then spend on you guys in the society. So please do that. Costs you nothing and helps us out tremendously. You have no idea. We have had way more support for our Twitch channel than we do through other means and other funding. So it really goes a long way. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. I suppose I should shout out our sponsors as well. Thank you to Asus ROG, Thank you to the Newell, to Twitch, to Discord, Hype Squad, as well as Nitrous Networks. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Raptros, one more time. Thank you, Sombrero Bloke, for producing, and we shall see you guys in the next stream. Thank you very much.